name is Jacob Plattenberger, and I'm the lead attorney in charge of the Juul litigation here at TorHoerman Law. Today we're going to answer the most commonly asked questions on Google regarding Juul and the Juul lawsuit. So the first question is Juul safe? In my opinion, it's not. I suppose it's a matter of degree, right? But generally speaking, if I had to classify it as safe or not safe, I would say that Juul is not safe. The next question is, how addictive is Juul? I think the answer depends a lot on the person, right? Some people are really susceptible to become addicted to nicotine, and some people are not. What we know is that Juul pods contain nicotine levels that are far in excess of what is in traditional cigarettes. We know that the addicting chemical in cigarettes is nicotine, so the more nicotine something contains, then the more addictive it's going to be. So I'd say it's pretty addictive. The next question, is Juul FDA approved? The answer is no. Juul now has until spring of 2020 to apply for FDA approval as a new nicotine device. The next question, is Juul better than cigarettes? I think that this means, is Juul safer than cigarettes? I think being safer than a cigarette is pretty easy to do, right? Cigarettes are one of the deadliest things known to humans, responsible for hundreds of thousands of deaths every year. So, first of all, I don't think it's a good thing to be, safer than a cigarette or better than a cigarette. With what we're learning about Juul, is that it's pretty dangerous in a different way. So far as we know, it doesn't cause lung cancer, but the short-term problems, the acute problems of Juul, seem to be worse than the short-term problems associated with cigarettes. The next question, how many Juul puffs equals a cigarette? Supposedly, according to Juul, one Juul pod is supposed to be the equivalent of one pack of cigarettes. But what we know is that Juul pods contain nicotine levels that are in excess of what is in a pack of cigarettes. We would say that one Juul pod contains more nicotine than a pack of cigarettes. Well, that one took off most of the question. But the question is, what injuries does Juul cause? We're seeing several different types of injuries. We're seeing seizures, we're seeing strokes, we're seeing acute respiratory distress syndrome, or ARDS, seeing lipid pneumonia. Yesterday it was reported a case of bronchiolitis obliterans, sometimes referred to as popcorn lung. So we're seeing all different kinds of injuries. So the next question is, does Juul help you quit smoking? Certainly more recently it's marketed that way, right? Juul is now trying to position itself as an alternative to smoking regular combustible cigarettes. They claim to have helped a number of people stop smoking combustible cigarettes, but they're still smoking, right? I don't know if it's appropriate to say it helps you stop smoking. I think maybe it helps you switch from smoking one thing to something else. That we're hearing stories and there's reports now of kids who are trying to quit juuling by smoking cigarettes. It's a way to step down for them, so they went from Juul to cigarettes to trying to quit. So, are Juul pods contaminated? I don't think that they're contaminated when they leave the plant. At least I haven't heard that. I know that there have been reports of people popping the tops off of Juul pods and adding different things to them, different types of vape juice or THC oil, but I haven't heard that they have been contaminated, generally speaking, when they leave the factory. All right, so the next question is, do I qualify for a Juul lawsuit? If you think that you might, that you should give us a call, and you can talk to our intake team, or fill out the questionnaires that we have online, and then we can make a determination. Certainly, if you've been using Juul or other vaping products and you're having difficulty breathing, pain or tightness in your chest, any symptoms that you think might be related to vaping, that you should go and talk to your doctor about that for sure.